to the studios and I'm sober. And then they pull me into my dressing room. There was 2 liters of vodka. Being unsupervised by my parents, I drank the entire bottle.
He's filing for bankruptcy and suing Christian television giants Trinity Broadcasting Network and CTC. Filing, the Forward-based company accuses the networks of harming its business.
Leah Rothman was a longtime producer. She left the show and sued, alleging false imprisonment, intentional infliction of emotional distress, whistleblower retaliation, and it talks in particular about this meeting where she and a whole bunch of people, she says 300, who work on the Dr. Phil show were put in a single room, and Dr. Phil entered the room and demanded the doors be locked.
This man built a $400 million empire by convincing the world he was television's ultimate savior. But today, in 2026, his legacy has completely collapsed under a mountain of $100 million in debt, explosive accusations of exploitation, and terrifying claims of teen kidnapping. Today, we are exposing the dark truth behind the expert era and finding out exactly how Dr. Phil turned human trauma into a billion-dollar commodity right in front of our eyes.
Exploit people? Every time you bring a guest on this show, you exploit them and spread whatever problems they have to the whole world. You think that's helping them?
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. You can go.
We want to thank you for supporting us. We're almost at 50 subs, and it means so much to me if you could support the channel by leaving a like and a sub to keep this channel going. Anyways, back to the video.
Huh?
Catch me outside, how about that?
Catch you outside?
To understand the downfall, you have to look at how he gained his power. Back in the 90s, Philip McGraw wasn't a TV host. He was a ruthless trial consultant who specialized in helping people win court cases. He understood the optics of human behavior better than the emotions behind it. When Oprah Winfrey hired him to win a massive lawsuit, she fell in love with his blunt force personality. By 2002, with Oprah's backing, the Dr. Phil show launched into the stratosphere. He wasn't just a doctor anymore, he was a phenomenon. But there was a massive catch. In 2006, he quietly stopped renewing his license to practice psychology. He was operating without professional oversight, prioritizing viral, shocking moments over actual clinical results. As the show ballooned into a cultural behemoth, the ethical vacuum behind the curtain was exposed. Guests arrived in their most vulnerable, broken states, only to be subjected to public interrogation. The most chilling allegations came from behind the scenes. Former guests, including a Survivor winner, alleged that the show's producers actively enabled their addictions just to ensure good television. He claimed he was provided with a bottle of vodka and a Xanax in his dressing room, then carried onto the stage intoxicated to near death, all so McGraw could play the savior for a 3.2 Nielsen rating. But the darkest legacy of the Dr. Phil era was his deep ties to the troubled teen industry. For years, he used his massive platform to promote wilderness camps and residential facilities. Survivors have since spoken out about the terrifying kidnapping tactics his show recommended, where strangers would show up at 3 a.m. to drag screaming teenagers from their beds by force. Facilities like Turnabout Ranch became infamous for allegations of extreme neglect, freezing manual labor, and abuse. Critics argue his show acted as a massive recruitment tool, a pipeline that generated profit by saving teens through a system survivors compare to human trafficking. Which brings us to the catastrophic collapse of 2026. After leaving daytime TV, McGraw tried to rebrand as a political mogul with Merit Street Media. It was a spectacular failure. A Texas-based network built to defend traditional values. He swapped out crying families for interviews with Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu. But it was a spectacular, humiliating failure. His core audience didn't follow him, and the new audience never showed up. By late 2025, the network was bleeding cash at an unprecedented rate, plunging a staggering $100 million into debt. And then came the ultimate irony. The man who spent 2 decades judging people's behavior on national television found himself sitting at the defense table. In January 2026, McGraw was dragged into bankruptcy court. He was accused of actively deleting text messages and sabotaging his own partners at the Trinity Broadcasting Network just to dodge his massive financial obligations. But the judge saw right through the performance. In a shocking move, the court completely rejected his bankruptcy filing, legally labeling the maneuver a ploy to escape his creditors and start a sneaky new venture called Envoy Media. The ultimate advice guru couldn't even manage his own reality. Philip McGraw stands as the ultimate cautionary tale of the expert era. He used a doctorate to build a palace of exploitation, only to see it crumble under the weight of his own relentless ambition. He spent the first half of his career telling America how to fix its life, and the second half proving he was far more interested in the profitable spectacle of our deepest struggles. From Oprah's couch to the bankruptcy courts of 2026, Dr. Phil stopped listening to people and started counting them. But maybe the real question isn't just about Philip McGraw, it's about us. For 2 decades, millions of us tuned in every single afternoon to watch broken people get picked apart for entertainment. We crowned him the king of daytime television because he gave us a villain to judge and a hero to worship, all wrapped up in a neat 42-minute package. His downfall isn't just the end of a media empire, it is the death of an entire era of television. Today's audience doesn't want polished, untouchable experts sitting on a high chair anymore. We demand transparency. And in the end, transparency was the one thing Dr. Phil couldn't script. Now I want to hear from you. Look at his entire history, from the early courtroom science days to the dark reality of the troubled teen industry, all the way to his final humiliating financial collapse. Do you think Dr. Phil actually wanted to help people in the very beginning and just lost his way? Or was this a ruthless, calculated business strategy from day one? Let me know in the comments. Type "helped" or "business" right now. The world is a stage, but the defining moments happen when the curtain falls. Here on Life in Frame, we look past the curated feeds and viral highlights to explore the raw human journeys behind the world's most influential icons. Whether they are commanding the silver screen, shaping modern culture, or building empires on daytime TV, we investigate the triumphs and trials of those who live under a global lens. If you want to uncover the truth behind the personalities redefining and sometimes destroying our world, hit that subscribe button and join us. Until next time, stay sharp. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you'd like to watch more videos like this, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel, as it definitely helps us out to keep pushing out more content. Anyways, see you on the next one.